Well, hello, my keto community. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And today, my keto, according to my chronometer, is 12.1 for carbs. So I really like that. And it's total, never net. I don't play with net. You know why I don't play with net? Because it's very slippery for a food addict. And yeah, especially if you're coming from Weight Watchers and you're used to having grains. So you automatically think, well, if it fits, I can have it. Not on keto. You don't want to have your little body become inflamed. So just know that, like any grains, any sugars, even artificial sugars and diet sodas aren't good for your keto. It's just me saying, because I'm strict and disciplined, and I'm the opposite of all the other stations that, might tout to you how you can keto-fy things and bake goodies and make goodies and have all the diet soda you want and you're in a safe zone. Not on this channel. But if you're doing it and it works, have at it. But I'm an old body, an old metabolism, and an old broad, and I just like things in a neat, packaged, clean way. Anyway, if you eat nuts on keto, how come you're not nuts? Or maybe you are. If you eat, oh God, what's the other thing? I forgot. Oh my God. More coffee. And I can't remember it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I thought of two quirky little things. Oh, and if you eat fat on keto, how come you're not fat? Isn't it funny that those two things don't manifest in being nuts and being fat after maybe being nuts and maybe being fat? And then you start keto and you get some sanity back. Whoever knew that keto foods provided sanity and calmness? So we all breathe when we're on keto. We look at it calmly. We attack our day knowing that once you know things and you've eaten keto for a while, you can't go back. It's like cucumber to pickle. A pickle can't go back to being a cucumber. That's why I call you pickles. And so being mindful of those things, you might mourn them, you might stay stuck in them, you might be sentimental about your carbs, but truly, the way that I approach my keto is I'm very, very happy and appreciative of what I can now eat instead of what I can't eat. And how many years did I go low to no fat? How many years did I just do crazy things with my foods, thinking I was doing the right thing. And of course, I wasn't. And so now with keto, I mean, to have nuts and oils and butter and wonderful, wonderful veggies, smaller portions, of course, but the best that I can afford, plus with the good meats. Right now, I'm making a recipe from the new Ivor Cummins book. It's the beef slow cooker beef stew, and with radishes that are peeled so they look like white potatoes. Funny. So I'm now cooking that, and so it will have the overnight to just have all the flavors marry in the fridge, and that'll be tomorrow night's dinner. Tonight's dinner is leftover fathead pizza topping. So it's pepper jack cheese. It is 90-10, the driest burger I've had since I've been on keto. I picked up the wrong package. Leftover that and leftover uncured Hormel pepperoni. And it's like a little casserole, and underneath it, I'm putting 2 tablespoons of Organic Valley organic cream cheese and asparagus. And I'm not sure how many. It's either 5 or it's 6. And of course, the devil's in the details with things like that. So let's see. 6 asparagus. So I will roast them in the toaster oven, sprayed with organic coconut oil for 3 minutes at 350. So they're very crispy and very green. And then I chop them up and put them in the bottom too. So that's going to be my little casserole dinner. And then on the side, I already made it in my great big new floured salad bowl. I'm going to be having 50 grams of organic romaine, 60 grams of organic baby spinach, 25 grams of arugula, and 50 grams of watercress with 2 tablespoons of oil on that. One is macadamia nut oil, and the other is organic extra virgin olive oil. That is my yummy dinner. I will be having it at 3 because I work a bonus overnight tonight. And my targets, according to my chronometer, are, see if you get the chronometer, do you see that where it gives you your macros? And that on this big tablet is the second page. On the first page are all the items that I have weighed and measured. And so what a resource it is. It says that I burn 1,445 calories. And when you go into the settings, that's when you set up your activity level, your age, your weight, are you losing or maintaining? It's just a fabulous little program. And so today I'm having 1,385 calories. I have 1 meal a day. I have 2 bulletproof coffees during my non-chewing part, which is like, you know, obviously it's like 23 hours without eating, and then I'll have my 1 meal a day. So I'm having 1,385 calories. I'm having 33 grams of protein. Chronometer says I can have 37. Carbs, chronometer says I can have 20, which is the setting that I put in. And I'm having 12. So I like that. It's perfect for me. And fat, it says I can have 135 grams of fat, but I'm having 125 grams of fat. So it makes me very, very happy. Happy. It's a habit. I'm having 4% of my food plan is carbs, carbohydrates, and my fat is at 86%, and my protein is at 10%. And I believe with my, because I'm an older woman with my metabolism, that the less protein I have, the better off I am. I know more protein might have worked before, but too much protein on this old body turns to sugar, turns to fat. Sorry, I just love them. So, I'm chuckling about a prisoner that I had this weekend, and she was lovely and elegant and from Manhattan, not your average prisoner. And she said to me, "You're tiny," and I said, "You're tinier," and she was. And it was just so funny because I still never ever see myself that way. My body image is a size 16. And it hasn't changed, even though I've been at this weight for almost a couple of years. So it's just fun. Body image is just, for a woman, you know, I guess it just doesn't change. My girlfriend, who has the best sense of humor, you see her here on on my keto channel. Her name is Miss Joyce, and she refers to one of her Weight Watchers, sometimes on, sometimes not on, friend as WN, standing for well nourished. And I just love that. I hope that didn't show up on this notification. Anyway, so she refers to them as WN, those friends well nourished, that look at somebody like her who's lost. She's below what she ever thought she would be at on keto, being healthy every day, and eating fabulous foods. And so they tell her that, you know, she's way too skinny, and I love that. So if you're not there yet, it can happen to you at an older age. She's a bit older than me. I'm 67, and so, yep. It works. And I know that sometimes things that I recommend and do for myself, as well as doing for older female clients, is recommend less protein, more fat. Don't be afraid of fat. We come from that generation where, you know, we were raised to fear fat, like, oh, and you don't have to. If you have more fat, you'll be more successful. I'm just saying. and it fits. It really, really does. And it's satiating. And so this beef stew that I'm concocting for tomorrow, I will be having a little fiesta dish of it. Not a lot, maybe 4 ounces of the beef, maybe not even that much. And I will be adding a tablespoon of butter to the delicious broth/sauce. And it's kind of French in the way of thinking. The portion is smaller, the ingredients are richer with more fat, so it's more satisfying. So if you're doubting all of that, just try it out on yourself. If you're having a chicken thigh, keep the skin on it. Pour a little butter on it or put a pat of butter on it. And then just use that every time you have a little bite of the thigh. Swirl your fork on the plate to pick up some nice melted butter. I'm telling you, it will make a difference. So if you're used to huge portions, the only thing I have a huge portion of now are my lettuces that I weigh in grams because it keeps me clean. And so today in my big salad, I'm having 1 ounce of the 365 Whole Foods feta, which is 60 calories. And yeah, it sure does add to that salad. And then all those lettuces, I don't have any more Bib lettuce. So it's just the 4 lettuces with the 2 oils, and it keeps me occupied. I love the taste of each lettuce leaf, and each one is different. Spinach is different than arugula, is different than watercress, is different than romaine. And I'm like amused with my food. It's like I'm a grown-up. It's like I'm a grown-up kid, and I'm amused with my salad instead of amused with, chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs or something, right? So, yep, that's how I'm rolling. The fridge is filled with different types of veggies. I bought some, a sprig of the ginger to grate into my next recipe menu. And this is so unlike me because I'm 4 ounces of, have a pork chop, have a piece of filet mignon, have a burger. I'm unadorned usually. And so I'm trying out these recipes. Greg likes the variety. So we'll see. And I'm doing little Post-its in the book itself on the recipe to show when I made it. And we'll do the review. And I'm not making huge portions of it because we'll see how it tastes. And on the plan for next week, I've got a pork tenderloin that I just got yesterday on sale for $4, and it's 2.5 pounds. It's this big. I'm going to pound it out. I'm going to put in it either ricotta or cream cheese, provolone, and spinach, and then roll it up. So it's going to be like a pork tenderloin pinwheel. How divine does that sound? And so a couple of those with the pork weighing like 4 ounces there, with maybe some sauteed cauli crumbles, and then my big salad. And I tell you, it doesn't get better than that. And what's not the most healthy part about that? It's delicious. So that's how I'm rolling with my keto food plan. I'm glad you're here. If you need a little bit more boost or you want the one-on-one, ketocoachingsarah.com, and I offer telephone packages, but I highly recommend, which is the cheapest thing there, 30 days of emails. So if you're resistant to some of the tricks of the trade that I still practice on maintenance, like weighing, measuring, and tracking, and you just, you're resistant to it, but gosh, she's on maintenance, so it keeps her there. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe my way of keto is a little too loosey-goosey, net carbed. Think of giving me a try. Ketocoachingsarah.com. It's 30 days, and you can go back to your old habits. It's like they say with AA. If you don't like AA after 90 days of not drinking, you can go back out and drink. We're not telling you can't. So I'm not telling you can't do your net carbs and you're not weighing and you're not measuring and you're not losing. You can go right back to that. But this way, you get some habits instilled. So like if you do go back to your old ways, you'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I guess it didn't work just eyeballing things. How do I know that? Because, I didn't weigh 175 because I was tracking, weighing, and measuring. I didn't. No way. And I wasn't doing keto either. So, anyway, thank you so much for being here. I love all of you. I need all of you. It works for me. Finding your recipe is what I try to help you with, what can work for you. Your macros could be totally different than mine, and you're losing at a really good clip. That's wonderful. Let's get you there. It's consistency, consistency, consistency. What does that mean? Today, tomorrow, you did it yesterday, and you did it the day before yesterday. Consistent is the key. It's a gift. If you've got it, thank who you're supposed to thank for it and keep doing it. I will see you the next time. If you eat nuts, how come you're not nuts? If you eat fat, how come you're not fat? That's why I love keto. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.